But is it that hard for you because I think the longest Megadeth the group I think was from '89 until 2002 or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, but they.
With those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the length of the time that we spent together versus what we accomplished, and what happened towards the end. I look back at those years and I really I don't regret any of them. It was a really, really good time for me, a good run for me. I think that David Ellefson and I, when the lawsuit went down, it obviously really revealed a lot about his true feelings towards me.
But didn't you know his feelings? I mean, when you were together?
No, because when I saw the lawsuit and I saw everything that he wrote down in there, it blew my mind. But I forgave him because when I became a Christian, I realized that you gotta if I'm forgiven, I gotta forgive. So I went and I met with him and I said, I forgive you. He said it was the stupidest thing he's ever done and that he wished he could take it back. But see here, I think if you would have won, would you have said that it was the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Yeah,
it's kind of hard when you're sitting on $18.5 million to say, no thanks.
That's true.
So,
is it that why you call the album your first album after the breakup? The System Has Failed? Megadeth System?
No.
I was thinking, maybe just for myself.
No.
A nice little twitch to the title.
No.
Well, then this new album. How was it? Because the first album you did with this band, I think was The System Has Failed, but was just maybe
that was studio guys. It wasn't these guys.
Okay, no. So but then afterwards you did a tour with these guys. I think?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, two of these guys, and I had a different bass player.
Okay.
And the two brothers had that natural connection because they're brothers.
How?
And the other bass player we had, he just didn't fit in. The two brothers have their own really kind of goofy relationship. I mean, I love them. I love playing with them, but we hardly hang out because they're like two little kids. Okay. It's almost like a comedy team. And me and James are probably more alike than me and any of the Drovers are. When we were out with James McDonough, the guy before James Lomenzo, I didn't really get along with James either. So he didn't get along with me. He didn't get along with them. They would want to go out to go get dinner someplace. They'd call him up and say, James, we're going to dinner here. And he'd say, I don't want to go there, let's go here. And that's just, I mean, you'd say black, you'd say blue. And nice kid. He was a nice kid, big heart. Mm-hmm. Great laugh, great smile, and, good spirit. But it just didn't work. And then when we got Lomenzo in the band, it clicked. It was back to good old Megadeth.
What was it for you? Because, you've been around now for more than 20 years. Was it hard for you to reload again? I mean, for you to make this new album?
To rev myself back up?
I don't know, because
Yeah, it was. It's weird because...
because you're father now, and I think maybe sometimes...
No, that's not it.
Huh?
That's
okay.
not it. A lot of it's bad decisions that I made, and a lot of it is bad representation that I've hired and didn't fire soon enough. I would probably have been light years ahead of where I'm at right now if I would have found the right manager in the beginning of my career and stuck with them. But I think that a lot of people recognized my talent and tried managing me, but didn't recognize the difficulties of being in this particular genre because, we are basically like a bunch of beggars that show one another where there's a crust of bread to eat. We share. We're all together, Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the things I love about our whole genre is that people stick together. And when you try and do things from a rock and roll point of view, from a management point of view, where you try and, do things that are underhanded, like kind of try and get a little extra money from people, or try and do things that are scams, or try and cheat people, or leave and don't say goodbye to people, or you do stuff that's weird, that doesn't feel good, and it doesn't work, and it has a bad effect on the band, and it hurts its reputation. So for me, all of the things that happened bad to this band are my fault because I was at the helm.